Hey everybody, so this is the update for the Sakura Toyota project, and also the Redux mod as a whole. So, thanks to Brian's excellent work, he has updated everything to N20 version now. So, main differences there, some updates to Endurance, which I am not doing, as you can see, but the main thing is development rates are now a thing for each team, which can vary depending on staff and HQ. So, the teams can have more varied development rates, either getting really good ones or really bad ones. So, things could be more interesting as time goes on in this save. Some teams could rise to the top, others can fall back, etc. But a consequence of that, along with a few other tweaks for N20, including fixing overtaking, which was a bit of an issue in the latter stages of N19. I had to rerun season 1. So here we are now in right before Dubai, the final race of the N20 version of this. So, what has changed? Well, instead of being Super Sakura Toyota, it's just Sakura Toyota now to make it more easy. Drivers are still the same as you saw the last time. Vidal, Rose, and Mieko in the cars. However, there's one key difference. Vidal's not happy with me, so that could be a problem. He might be out the door. Luckily, if he does go out the door, I get a big payday from whoever signs him. But that's gonna suck. Rose obviously's out the door. She is not very good, so therefore I don't need her. And Mieko has not driven the car, and has barely driven the car at all, so he's out. The car looks a little bit different, but that's kind of be expected when I had to redo everything. But you can see how the stats look now. 10th on the engine, 11th on the gearbox. Front wing is 9th, brakes are 11th, rear wing is 11th, barely, but it's 11th, so it's not last, and suspension is not being worked on for the same reasons as I was doing in the original save. I am avoiding that, I'm avoiding that because it is probably the least useful of the 6 components compared to the 6 components here. All the other ones are pretty useful at most, if not all, at most tracks. But the suspension is mid-speed corners, which I can just negate by having better aero or engine. So therefore, I'd spend my money there instead. That aside, the standings are not too much different than the last time. Here's the actual standings, as you can see. Chapman has already won the title by a landslide, as basically every single title rival has faltered. At least Sarian didn't get injured this time, but he has no wins this time. Someone else who has no wins this time is Rick DeGraff, surprisingly. His lack of experience has come back to bite him this time around, as he has 0 wins, whereas veteran Sharp has 2. So that is a surprise. In other news, Ironheart don't have a podium in this save, much to my buddy Johan's disappointment, as one of the drivers in the team, Dino Britt, it was his driver in one of his saves. Britt at least has been the savior of Ironheart, though, scoring most of Ironheart's points after they had a very sluggish start to the season. So Ironheart are at least safe. So Drago have also been doing a little bit better. Have also been doing pretty good. They're keeping up with Katano and have an outside shot at getting 5th at the Constructors if things go their way. Windsor have been stuck in no man's land, although I've had way too many retirements for a team of their stature. Scorpion are at a bit of no man's land in 7th, along with Ironheart in 8th. I'm currently sitting 9th this time. Things have been a bit different. Due to the overtaking thing, fluke results that Asia Road Racing and Cortorsi Corsa got last time didn't happen. But they still have all gotten points. It's just this time, Cortorsi only have 2 points, courtesy of Atia, and Sauber have 4, courtesy of Siri Lumbus scoring a P8 finish. Asia Road Racing have 5, courtesy of 4 from Bashir and 1 from Hamrin. So, in this timeline, unlike the original timeline, Sauber got demoted. I had gotten all the way to race 1 of season 2 when the update came out, so I figured I'd just rerun it now since I didn't lose much time. So, in the original version, Sauber got demoted and Cortorsi survived. Katana also got rebranded into Jack Farrelly Racing. Other than that, there were some driver changes, but I don't remember them off the top of my head. But regardless, some things have changed around this time. But the main thing still stands. Steinman have gotten the double regardless, so that is at least consistent. The only major timeline difference is that Vidal probably won't be staying with my team, and Sauber will live and Kotorsi will die, assuming whoever is leading Asia Pacific does not promote, which at the moment would be Boa, who have just murdered the field. Jeez. I haven't really looked at the standings for the other series, but jeez, Gustavo has murdered the field. Gustavo just absolutely murdered them. That is insane. Down in ERS, it's a Garuda. It's Garuda once again. It's Garuda for the moment, but Eastwood could clutch it if they could clutch both titles if Edna pulls her weight and Albarello doesn't do anything stupid. And sadly at the bottom it is Predator, a long way off the rest of the field, which is also a long way off of ZRT, who is also a long way off everybody else. Kinda sucks. But anyway, aside from that, you'll see the highlights from Dubai, and then it'll be the off season to finish out the rest of the season. If you're curious about the rest of the standings for the entire season, here they are right now. So you can see how the season played out in real time, and you can see who got where. As you can see, Chapman has been pretty dominant, and with no one really being able to challenge him for the most part. He's just been simply unstoppable. Whereas teammate Holt, on the other hand, has had a miserable season. Couple of crashes, couple of DNS, and just mediocre and just bad luck in general has dropped her to 5th in the standings. DeGraff also not winning a race doesn't help him either. And outside the top 6 drivers, the only other person to score a podium all season is Aki Lipinen with a miracle 2nd place in Japan. So there was one surprise podium finisher. It just wasn't the feel-good story of Dino Bread like we thought. But so it goes. Anyways, with that out of the way, we will run Dubai. You'll see the highlights of that, and then I'll catch you in the off season. Well, that's a surprise. Sharp has crashed out in Q2. Sharp out. Brit in. Wow. Well, that's a surprise. So Sharp is out. Brit makes it in. Brit makes it in because of that. Also, as a side note, Vasquez and Martins got knocked out in Q1. Along with me, as you can see, because, well, we're too slow. Still, that's a shocker. Sharp is out. Alright then, well, what does Q3 bring? Looks like everyone's only going to get one run in. Who gets it? And... No, it's Wexler, or is it Chapman? It's Chapman. By a long way. Jeez, he murdered them. Chapman murdered them. McDowell P7 though, and Lippin, who's second in Q2, is out, and Q is not. It's last. Jeez. All right. Well, there's the grid. Sharp starts 18th, so that'll be fun. And I also have to fight off Martins and Vasquez, who are back here. Chapman's already sewn up. Both tiles are already secure. It's just for pride now. It's just for pride and momentum into next season as we're underway. Clean start for everybody. No contact. Sharp already up at Sharp. Already gained 4 spots. Already gained a couple spots up to 14th, 13th. Nope, or maybe not. Nope, gets it. Sharp is flying, and Koro has crashed. Well, that's not going to help Catorce's chances of trying to stay alive here. That's not going to help their chances. With one car already out, that just all their hopes rely on Atia to try and see if they can somehow stay alive as Taylor moves up into P10 ahead of Norris. McDowell up to P6. The Ironhearts are on it. The Ironhearts and McDowell are both going for it. So, I could be interesting. If Catano no scores and McDowell can get Drago can get 7 points, Drago will secure P5 ahead of Catano. As for Scorpion and Ironheart, they're in no man's land, that's pretty much the only fight. It's the fight for 5th. It's the fight for 5th and the fight to be 9th or not eliminated. Sharp up into P9 already. Ooh, Taylor nails it. Good move from Taylor, but he pits. Lap 5. Interesting strategy from Taylor, from the Ironheart team. What will they do? Ooh, more pit stops to grass it. And Taylor is ahead of Rick DeGraff. Hello. Arden's up into 13th now. Oh, and in comes Oliveira's in, Holtz is in. Oh boy. But they're all chasing, and they're all chasing DeGraff and Taylor, they're chasing DeGraff, who's overtaken Taylor now. But they're chasing them down. Ooh, Taylor holding off Holtz in the chicane. Or try to. Taylor is showing his might in the Ironheart. Sharpen. Holtz now leads. If a safety car were to come out now, this could cause chaos. Chapman's up in the 4th now. Seeing Lundvik, it's a Katana 1-2 with Lundvik currently 3rd. With Lundvik currently 3rd at the moment. This is ridiculous. Here comes Chapman now, but the soft tires are the preferred race tire for this race. Graff's still fighting. He's fighting around the outside of north of the final corner. No, you don't. Or maybe he does. There he goes. He got it. Oh wait, that was Vasquez, right? That's even more impressive. He put one over Vasquez. All right then. Whoa! Someone's off the track. It's Vasquez. Oh, DeGraff's in. Alright, the grass in, Vasquez in, Ribeiro, Casterly. Bunch of people in. Super sauce for DeGraff for some stupid reason. Vasquez going super sauce. Medium tires on Lipinen's car. What are you doing, my dude? Aki, what the Aki, you idiot. Do you... well, actually, maybe it might be worth trying, but jeez, that's a bold call from the Windsor team. Bold call from Windsor. Casterly sauce. Whoa! And there's that chicane skip that is the reason why this layout of Dubai sucks. Casterly just blew by Lipinen because there's a OP line in that chicane there. And Lipinen is regretting his life choices. He just got passed by Taylor in Ironheart. Martins is P6 at the moment, but hasn't stopped yet. McDowell's going to be P6 on the road. Martins, get out of the way. Martins, get out of the way. Here comes your teammate. Oh, shit, and I forgot about Vidal. I mean, it didn't matter, but whoops. Oops. Just make it back, Vidal, please. Just bring it back. Lundqvist, 11th, somehow. How did Martin stretch her sauce to go that far? Even I couldn't do it. I mean, I maybe could have if I paid attention more. But I legit forgot about McDowell. Martin's is still going. Martin's is still going. This is nuts. Okay, Vidal did at least make it back. Martin's super soft. Wow. So McDowell's being conservative, is doing the right conservative strategy. Martins is going aggressive. And the grass aggressiveness is not working. Britt up in the ninth now. Britt is up in the ninth. Britt's back up in the ninth. Taylor's 14th, but still charging. Britt's up in this. Well, more stops. McDowell's P3. McDowell's P3. Lundqvist is currently in the points, but I mean they both gotta stop it. All three have to stop again, but where are they gonna end up? Is the question. Taylor's early pit stop hasn't actually worked out for him, but Lipinen is also struggling back there on the hards. He's 15th and is nowhere near. He's 15th and is going to get destroyed in the latter half of the race. McDowell's super sauce. What? 14 laps on a set of super sauce. That might be possible. That's a stretch. That's a bold stretch for McDowell, but it might work. And Vasquez goes around the outside of Lipinen. Alright. McDowell trying to get by Vasquez. Drago power versus Honda power. And the Drago's got the speed down the straight. Can he get there? No! This is going to be really interesting to see who can make it and who can't. I know Holtz can't. Sarian probably can't. Wexler might be able to make it. Sharp might be able to make it. DeGraff, I don't even know what he's doing anymore. And I don't think DeGraff knows what DeGraff's doing anymore. He's doing something and it's really not working for him. 3 wide for McDowell, and he gets by. McDowell just, wow, that was a move. 3 wide and 3 wide. And Martins is 15th, but can Martins get back up to the points or not? Is my question. I still don't know what the hell DeGrasse even trying to do here. He's gonna four stop at this point because I know there's no way in hell he's making it out the tires. Holtz pits, I was right. Holtz pits again. Comes out in front of McDowell. That's no surprise there. Sorry pits. Oh boy. Sorry pits. Sharp pits. McDowell's up to 4th. Probably not going to stay there with a fired up Sarin and Sharp behind him, but maybe, just maybe, he can hold off North and get a brilliant P6 for the Drago team. As Rose immediately destroys her new set of tires. All right, come on, Martins, you can do this. You've got fresher tires than Gonzalez in front of you. You can do this. Well, after Rose gets out of the way. Vasquez pitted is 14th now. Lipinen you didn't even make it. Oh Jesus, Rose. Lipinen didn't even make it. You freaking Lipinen, you freaking Windsor. You freaking idiots. 14th and 15th. You are 14th and 15th, and you've both pitted 3 times, and you both have shit the bed so hard it's not even funny. God damn it. DeGraff up at the P6 now, so I guess that P6 stream was a mirage for McDowell, who now overtakes Martins. Come on, McDowell, you can do this. It may not be enough to overhaul Katana, but you can at least get some more points. Gonzalez is vulnerable. Britt is also trying to take on North. They've got the same age tires. It's just Brits are softer. He's got to run. He's got the overtake roll on North. Can Britt do it? Can Britt do this? Come on, Britt. Bad exit out of the final corner. He's got 2 more laps to do this. Come on, Britt. Come on. North is trying everything, is using that Katana's cornering to her advantage to try and run away from the Ironheart. Come on, Britt, you can do this. You can do this. You just got to get it close enough. Come on. Neither of them got the corner skip. McDowell up at the P9 ahead of Gonzalez. So 2 more points for Drago. I think Brit Supers have died now. Final lap of the season. Chapman has completely run away. Gonzalez locks up. But Gonzalez locks up, and Martins' tires have faltered. Martins' tires I think, are done. Final corner. Chapman wins yet again. Chapman wins yet again to completely dominate the season. Wexler second, Holtz third, sorry for Sharp fifth, DeGrasse sixth, North comes out seventh, Britt P8 for 4 more points on the season. McDowell recovered. McDowell got a good 9th. Gonzalez 10th. Martins 11th. A frustrated 11th. And the 2 Windsors are going to have a lot of questions to ask themselves. with their strategy calls. A 3-stop, and they completely messed it up. Hard tires for Lippinen. The hard medium tire for the medium tire for Lippinen didn't work, and Olivier just was nowhere. Windsor have got a lot of questions to ask themselves, otherwise they're going to be caught by the rest of the pack in the next season. But that's season 1. Season 1 is done, assuming no one has an illegal part, which I doubt. Nope. Nobody. We finished at the back, no surprise there. To be fair, I kept messing up on strategy, not paying attention, but I doubt we were going to get any higher than this. There wasn't any particular chaos. The standings are final. Chapman wins by a landslide, with Wexler P2 in the drivers by a long way. Sharp overhaul. Sharp beats Sarian, who just barely beat Holtz. DeGraff frustrated at P6. Lippinen best of the rest in 7th, well ahead of teammate Oliveira, who leads up the rest of the field. And then the constructors. Catorsi couldn't do anything. They are out. Catorsi are out, assuming Boa does not promote. Sauber lived this time around. Interesting. So we'll see more of the red and gray cars. Race over. Got a new set of brakes. And this is where the fun begins. Unfortunately, I cannot build another set of brakes in time. Before we roll over to the off season. So unfortunately this brake upgrade's the last one I've got. Dano Britt, we get to see what he's got. He is perfect. I'm curious to see where he'll go though. I'm curious to see where Britt's gonna go with these stats. With these stats and the fact that with these stats and where he is right now, he could be a really good star for the future. But looking at the teams, Steinman just completely murdered it. Steinman, or more specifically Chapman, just murdered everybody to death. They murdered everybody to death, and that was the end of that. So it's just a matter of what happens with Chapman and Holtz. Where does Holtz go, and where does Holtz go? And what about Beckner? And does Chapman stay? Rossini just didn't have the luck. Wexler tried, but when your car fails you a bunch of times, that kind of ruins your momentum. Soren just didn't have the luck he had previously, and Critelli only drove the car once. Panther just had a bad season. DeGraff didn't develop or for Dam and didn't win a race this time. Sharp won 2 races but just couldn't do it, but just didn't have the car behind her to do anything, and Geronimo never showed up. You guys have a lot of problems. Your tire strategy is terrible, and the fact that you had way too many retirements is concerning. You should have been able to either give Panther a better run for their money, or you got really lucky that the other teams behind you kept taking points off each other, because you guys have a lot of work to figure out. Like Oliveira, she's probably gone. So you need to figure out what to do. And I don't think St. J-Mode is the answer. So you guys need to figure something fast. Fix your engine, and you guys should probably be a lot better. Enough said here. Just make the car faster, guys. Seriously. They did pretty good. They did pretty good for what they had. And my old squad from the N19 days did pretty well. McDowell and Martins did pretty much what I expected them to do in their rookie seasons, and Carpenter did try when the few times she's been put in the car, so not bad from the Drago squad. I expect them to keep improving as time goes on. You guys lost to Drago. You had Wolfgang Schmidt and Maria Gonzalez and Imogen Thompson, and you guys and a better car, and you lost to Drago. That should explain everything I need to explain here. You guys really screwed up here. You just didn't know what you were doing, and you lost to a team that was worse than you. Good job. Don't mess this up again. Slow start, but these guys improved pretty well. So, good work for Ironheart. They scared me at first when they only had 1 point and were in the threat of being demoted. But a mid to late season surge has helped them out a lot. Being the 7th best car now also helps a lot. So, good on them. Good on them. I'm curious to see what happens to Dina, Britt, and Taylor. Dina, Britt, Taylor, and DeLon, though. Will they stay or will they move elsewhere? Only time will tell. I mean, I didn't get eliminated. And I made some progress. That's all I can hope for this season. So, hopefully next season will be a bit better. We can maybe be in contention to actually score points on track again. So, we'll see what happens. I've got a lot of work to do. And I also need to figure out my driver lineup. I don't think Vidal's staying, but if he does, cool. If he doesn't, I hope my backup plans work. For the love of God, put Bashir in the freaking car. You saw what happened when you put him in the car. He scored you guys points. You should probably do that more often, and maybe you'll actually score some more points. And also, fix your factory and design center. Jeez, it's level 1. What are you guys doing? You guys really need to improve stuff for next season. Your driver lineup, first and foremost, and your HQ, second of all. Well, they didn't get eliminated this time, so that's pretty good. Although they had quite a few failures and got lucky that Siri Lundqvist came in clutch when they needed it. So, you got lucky this time. I don't think you'll be lucky again next season. Especially with the rule changes, you guys need to figure something out fast. And the ones who got eliminated. You tried your best. You got 2 points, but 2 points wasn't enough to save you from being eliminated. So, good try, but you guys are done unless Boa doesn't demote you. Hopefully Atia at least gets a new ride. As for Koro, I don't know. It's his father's team. So, it's his father has an investment in the team, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to him going forward. But that was Season 1. So, now the fun part begins. The off-season. And also scouting a bunch of regens. So, yeah. I will get to work on... So yeah, let's see. Anything notable here? Handling center for Panther. Paladin retires. Nothing. The Graph got driver of the season. How? If anybody, it should have been Dino Britt. But, okay. And I got manager of the season. Okay. Cool. Sure.